back, everybody. I am wearing my Get Traumatized t-shirt. You cannot see it, but I am here with Blue. This is her first time watching a trauma film, so I started her off with Terror Firmer. So we just finished it. We have not talked about it till now. So what do you think?
I thought this was a great starter into trauma. All of the different scenes and stuff was kind of cool. That it was all broken up. I really liked the breaking the fourth wall of all the trauma, and I'm sure that that's going to happen a lot.
Yeah.
So
that spoilers will be involved. I didn't mention that up top, but there will be spoilers. Something to mention up top is it can be triggering for people. There is discussions of assault, sexual assault, of an affirming nature. The other thing that I have waited till now to tell you is Casey's dad. Did you recognize him?
No.
It's Ron Jeremy.
Okay, it was hard to see.
Yeah, Ron Jeremy is currently in jail for assaulting several women. So him being a dad who assaulted his child makes it very hard to go back and watch now.
That's fair.
Yeah. However, what did you think of the effects for a low-budget film?
I loved it. I thought it was great. Going into it, they had a lot of really good effects. Like the car that blew up was perfect.
And that car that blew up, again, she has not seen other trauma films, like she said. Car blew up was first in, I want to say Tromeo and Juliet or Sergeant Kabuki Man. They were both released around the same time. And they've used it in every Lloyd Kaufman movie since. This was his third film. So he's done, I think, 7 now. And I'm pretty sure it's in his latest one, Shakespeare's Shitstorm, which is not out yet.
Well, we'll have to watch that when it comes out.
We will. It may be on the Trauma Now service, but I need to get that. I had a subscription and it lapsed. But the other thing is, what did you think of the acting in it?
I really liked it.
Yeah.
I really appreciate the fourth wall. They always turn around and face the camera crew, and that's kind of fun because, a lot goes on behind the scenes of any movie. So
now the other thing to mention is with Terror Firmer, it can be gross out. Did you find any of it too much?
Not terribly. It's hard to watch mainstream films with very ultra realistic type of stuff, and so this was super easy to watch because it's so over the top. But that's kind of what makes it great, honestly.
And there's also a bunch of nudity.
Well,
but
who doesn't like seeing boobs?
Right. Well, and there were a couple dicks.
A couple dicks, yeah.
Couple
I
dicks.
Appreciated that.
One that if the guy hadn't run face toward camera, you wouldn't be able to tell.
Right.
But yeah, there's dicks, there's boobs. The other thing to me that's fascinating is there's one scene that almost gets me sick every time. And it's the car, when they're all getting sick in the car. Surprisingly, though, the guy who shits himself does not. But it's interesting to note, too, is she asked if Joe Flyshaker, who is Trauma's 500-pound action star, she had asked me if he had done any mainstream stuff, not that I know of, but he was Trauma's 500-pound action star, got cast in Trauma's War as an extra. Lloyd took a liking to him and cast him in everything after. The only downside is his weight got out of control toward the end, and he did have weight loss surgery, but then he died of a massive heart attack, I believe. So Joe is no longer with us, but we love Joe. I talked with Joe when he had Facebook, and not many people knew this, and he was a very nice guy, very kind. We were actually setting up an interview with him before he passed away. So, but yeah, your first foray.
Well, yeah, I can't wait to see him in other things.
Oh, yeah. So, would you recommend Terror Firmer?
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely a great starter trauma. It's got all the things that you're going to see in all the other traumas, I'm sure.
Yep.
But talking about Lloyd Kaufman, talking to the audience directly on, this is what happens sometimes. Sometimes we get offended and, all that kind of stuff. I appreciate that film, directly addressed all that.
Yeah. Now, if you watch this, there is a line in there. There's a scene where everybody gathers around Lloyd when he's talking about wiping asses. And I bring this up because I don't know if you noticed it. You can see the actors breaking around him. The busty blonde woman who had her boobs like that.
Oh, I did notice her one time.
Twice. She goes like that and bites her lip and starts to laugh like that. Now, she didn't know this, I think, until now. There's a making of Terra Firma on here that is called Farts of Darkness. Mm-hmm. It's a 2-hour movie, but it's the making of a Troma movie.
Of course.
Yeah. But the making of goes into way more detail. This is the Troma movie I tell people to start out with. Because this is Lloyd's 3rd film. Fourth, because he did Toxic Avenger, Class of Nukem High, and then this. Or Combat Shock. Not Combat Shock. Troma's War. Then this, if that's the right order. Anyway, this is one of his later films. Not Combat Shock, damn. Troma's War is a war film. Toxic Avenger is the character you saw in this one. And then Sergeant Kabuki Man, NYPD, that was also before this, is a cop that turns into a Kabuki Man. Oh. Yeah. So we want to thank you for watching. This is a lot of fun. Good. This has kind of been a pilot, so patrons, you guys will see this first. And then what you guys say, we will hopefully get together and work again later, and if you guys suggest things, we will go in and try to do that with our next review. Yeah. So, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.